Hi everybody, this is Dino Chris from Prehistoric Facts and Colossal Fossils. Today we're going to be doing a Q&A episode, and this episode is uploaded on my birthday, so you guys are actually awesome. So I'm 32 this year, so I'm 32 years old, and I'd say thank you to all of you that are going to probably send me birthday wishes in the comment section in this video, and I appreciate you. And so, yeah, let's actually get down to the questions, shall we? So, Luke Zilla, you got a bunch of questions for me, so I'm going to answer them as quickly as possible. So, your first question, who would win, dire wolf or the beast of Gévaudan? I mean, I don't know that much about the beast of Gévaudan, but I'm just going to say with the dire wolf for just because it's a bigger animal. Who would win, dire wolf or hyenodon? Dire wolf. Who would win in Inostrancevia or Amphision? I'm going to go Amphision on this one because it's a mammal, and whereas Inostrancevia is a mammal-like reptile, Gorgonopsian. I'd probably say that Amphision has a bigger brain and also probably better agility and stronger biting power compared to Inostrancevia. Who would win, Dinocrocuta or Pachycrocotua? They're both hyena species from the Miocene. I'm probably going to go Dinocrocutua. So yeah, I keep having problems with this pronunciation. So yeah, I'm probably gonna go with the dino in this one. And your other questions are, who will win, Deodon or Hippopotamus? Hippopotamus, because hippopotamuses are much more dangerous, and they could probably kill Deodon a lot easier than one Deodon could for a hippopotamus. Woolly rhinoceros or Styracosaurus? I'm going to go with the woolly rhino, even though that Styracosaurus might have a better eyesight. I would still say that the one thing that that the woolly rhino has an advantage of is that it's got a thicker hide than Styracosaurus, because also they got a good layer of body fat, whereas Styracosaurus does have some body fat, but not as much as the woolly rhino. And so I probably would say that the woolly rhino's nose horn is probably on par with the Styracosaurus nose horn. And your final one, was Dino-Hyas the biggest of all Entelodonts? Well, Dino-Hyas is a very controversial name now for this Entelodon. But what it seems like is that scientists are going for is Deodon, because Deodon was probably the first name that was given to this Entelodont, and give it like a type of species name to it. Whereas, like, say the ones that are a little bit smaller, those are the more famous Deodons. Whereas Dino-Hyas is considered to be a somewhat an invalid name, so I will probably say that Deodon, yes, is the biggest, whereas Dino-Hyas are like say years past. If you ask me this question, I would probably say yeah, Dino-Hyas would be the biggest of all Entelodonts. But now it's more likely that the name has changed to Deodon, but that remains to be seen of whether or not Dino-Hyas is a valid name or not. And then another question here from Jonathan Andrew Mirren. Yes, who would win, Suchomimus or Smock the Archosaur? Well, Suchomimus is a type of Spinosaur, so we know that, and Smock is a type of Archosaur. Now, the one thing that I would probably say that would win this match is size, and I would probably say that Suchomimus' size would outdo Smock, even though that Smock has got some scoots on its skin. I would still say that Suchomimus is going to win the day because it's got bigger claws and has better ways to maneuver to get to the parts where Smock might not be able to try to like use its agility enough to get away from those moves of Suchomimus. So yeah, I'll probably say that Suchomimus will win this one. Send it to the Facebook question. So Benjamin, is Titanoboa the biggest prehistoric snake? So far, yes. Is Therizinosaurus the biggest of all bird-like dinosaurs? Well, maybe, but I would probably say Deinocheirus can actually rival Therizinosaurus in terms of size, but I'd still say that Therizinosaurus and Deinocheirus are pretty close to being the biggest ones. So I'd probably say they're almost evenly matched in terms of size, but I think probably in terms of height, Deinocheirus is probably the one that would actually have to say it's the biggest and probably most massive in terms of weight. But in terms of length, you can probably say that Therizinosaurus would actually be the biggest. But yeah, that remains to be seen in terms of that one. Why are the plates of Wuerhosaurus back arranged evenly? That's a really good question. I don't know that. There might be some evidence that might say that maybe they were just arranged that way because that's how the animal was. Because with Stegosaurus, they're kind of alternating. They're kind of like alternating alongside the back and going from the neck going down towards the tip of the tail. With Wuerhosaurus, that one I don't know. That one I don't know. But good question though. And who would win, Amphision or Epicyon? Amphision. All right, Jody, what is your stance on the Chickenosaurus Project? This is the project that Jack Horner has proposed of actually possibly recreating dinosaurs by manipulating the genes of chickens and some other types of birds to recreate dinosaurs. So like you could turn on the gene for a long tail. You can turn on a gene to create teeth in the mouth. You can turn on the gene to give more claws and the hand, and give it more downy feathers, that sort of thing. How I feel about that? I mean, Jack Horner keeps saying that we're years away from doing it, but I would probably say is that it's a very controversial subject. I'd probably say that he has a point, but then it's would science really back this up? Would biologists be willing to do this, to recreate dinosaurs like this? And probably a lot of biologists would probably not agree with him on this. They probably would say it's a nice idea, but we don't want to be doing this because could reintroduce a different type of animal into the wild. But even though the first one would be so isolated that it could be used to study dinosaurs a little bit easier. But I'd probably say that maybe some biologists might say no to this, but there's some biologists that will do it because they're kind of curious, because in science you have to be curious. And so, yeah, I probably would say that I'm kind of leaning towards I don't really want to think I should agree with this, but I probably would say that I can understand where he's coming from. And then Brendan, who would win, Utahraptor or Carnotaurus? Oh, easy, Carnotaurus. Carnotaurus is a bigger theropod and has a lot of mass and be able to not really take an effect of the blows that Utahraptor could actually make. Because Utahraptor might have the agility and also has the weaponry, but I think Carnotaurus has the size and also would actually have the better biting power to keep Utahraptor at bay. And also, Utahraptor is not going to dare go after anything that is bigger than itself in terms of a theropod, because why mess with a bigger theropod? It just doesn't make any sense. So, but because a smaller dinosaur would not want to mess with something that is that huge, unless if you're a pack of Utah raptors that are going to be going after the Carnotaurus, then I would say the pack of Utah raptors might be able to have a chance. But I would probably say that Carnotaurus, like in terms of individual battle, I would still say that the Carnotaurus would actually win this one. All right, that's it for now. So next week would actually be a special episode. I'll let you guys know what kind of prehistoric animal I'm going to talk about. So stay tuned for that. And a short on YouTube, and you can still send me questions about dinosaurs or any other prehistoric life by emailing me at dinochrist71@gmail.com. Please go to my Facebook page, Prehistoric Facts of Dino Chris. Like the page, you actually post your questions in the comment section. Please put them in the comment section. Don't put them on Messenger. Messages for private conversations. And make sure you do that. Put the questions in the comment section. And YouTubers out there, like the videos, share the videos as well. Subscribe to the channel. Stomp on that notification bell so that way you can get weekly notifications every single video that comes out. And also, feel free to put your questions in the comment section because I do read them all. And you can get a shout out in the Q&A episode just like this one. And you guys are awesome for that. So, yeah, and make sure you keep your questions short to the point. You can also follow me on Instagram at dino.chris.pf. I post pretty cool stuff on there. You can also follow me on Twitter at CSGRALL. That's my Twitter page. I post pretty cool stuff on there. Also, take care of people around you, and also for younger people out there, make sure to listen to your parents, your teachers, and guardians. It's the best motivation you can have for good education. It's very important to have good education. With a good education, you get a good job in the future. And also, make sure you guys, if you're not vaccinated, please wear a mask, social distance, and wash your hands. And also, please get vaccinated because that is very important. That way, we actually get at least a lot of people vaccinated, so that way we reduce the spread of the virus, and that is very important. We want to get to normal as quickly as possible. And also, you can see on my T-shirt, Colossal Fossils. If you want to check out Colossal Fossils, go to the link in the description down below, so that way you can check out Colossal Fossils. We're going to be having some events coming up this summer, so that is really, really cool to do it in this kind of time. And also, feel free to go to colossalfossils.com and hit the donate tab, so that way you can help make a good donation to the museum, so that way we can get some pretty cool exhibits once we do get a permanent museum. And so that would be awesome. And I hope you guys do a very nice thing for the businesses to give a good donation to Colossal Fossils, because we're pretty much educating people about prehistoric life, and that is an awesome thing to do, and I love doing it. All right, that's it for now, and I'll see you guys next week.